Hey, this is Dr. James Hopkins, aka Doc Hops, and welcome to Cairo Philosophy Mixtape. And on this video, I got two videos. Okay, so it's an argument on two sides of the same coin. All right, so that's why I titled it "Fitness Trainers versus Chiropractor," because on one side you got the fitness trainers from Mind Pump Show, shout out, who are mad at chiropractors who only adjust, okay? And then on the other side, you have a chiropractor out of Villa Park, Illinois, Dr. Luke from Pain and Wellness Group, who is frustrated with patients who only think chiropractic is about getting adjusted. And he's frustrated that they don't realize that it's more than just getting adjusted, all right? So, should chiropractors only adjust? That's the chin rubber there. So let's get into it. All right.
Next question is from Jen Rose Hare. What are your thoughts on using a chiropractor for adjusting back issues?
If you go to a chiropractor and all they do is adjust you, they suck. Don't go to them anymore. That's 100%.
You're just looking to get cracked.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So
It's the same to me as if you go to a trainer and all they do is work you out hard.
Mm-hmm.
If you go and you hire a personal trainer and your first 5 sessions look like this, you just getting your ass kicked and you coming back up, your trainer sucks.
Totally.
Chiropractor is the same way. If you go see your chiropractor and all he does is pop you, crack you, make you feel good for that moment, and you go and that's all of what you get from him, terrible chiropractor.
Right. Now here's
Terrible chiropractors. Terrible. Do you agree? Should chiropractors only do more than adjusting, or do they suck if they just adjust and don't do anything else? For me, I think, to each his own. Each chiropractor has a right to practice the way that they feel they want to practice. If they only want to adjust and send them on their way, that's totally fine. It's their business model. And it goes for the same with the patient. The chiropractic patient has the right to choose as well what type of office they want to be seen in, whether it's a chiropractor that only adjusts or maybe they do more than that. It's up to both sides, and I just feel like, especially mainly on the patient side, it's a lot of ignorance and laziness, because you wouldn't stop going to a restaurant that you didn't have a good experience in. Like you would find a better restaurant or a restaurant that fit your preference of taste, right? Why don't we do that with chiropractic, right? We just stop there and say, oh, I'm never going back. That's the first logical fallacy. Let's continue.
why, okay? If you do an adjustment on somebody and they feel better, but you don't correct the reason why they're out of alignment, I'm putting in quotes because that's their terminology, right? If you don't correct the reason why they're in pain in the first place, if you don't correct the root cause of why they're out of alignment, they're just going to go back to where they were before, and then they're going to have to come see you again. And so you see this pattern with some chiropractors where they'll sell these big packages of session, and you got to go see them every single week.
Let me pause it there. Right when he said they don't find the root cause and they gotta keep coming back. But what if they do find the root cause and they send them on their way? He didn't say that yet. But I mean, he makes a good point, but I think that'll be the second faux pas, to where, you can't just assume chiropractor who just adjusts only doesn't find the root cause. Like that's what I feel like he's saying. But let's continue.
I got to go see my chiropractor on every Monday, otherwise I start to feel bad. Here's what a good chiropractor looks like. They use adjustments judiciously, but they use a lot of exercise and correctional movements and mobility movements to correct the root cause of why you're hurting in the first place.
That's another one. So a good chiropractor has to use exercises and correct movement patterns to find the root cause. I don't know. Sounds a little biased because good chiropractors find the root cause through chiropractic adjustments in the first place. Right? So that's another one. Let's continue.
Those are the ones you want to go see. But the adjusting people, and then even worse, I don't remember what they called it, but it was like this.
People.
In the chiropractor world, there's like these people that teach chiropractors how to make more money. And one of the strategies was to have lots of beds lined up in the same room, and you set people up in these beds, and you adjust this person, adjust that person, adjust. And so you see 6 or 7 people.
Like a factory line.
Yeah, and I don't remember what it was called, but there was a terminology for it.
Yeah, the terminology he is referring to is called cluster scheduling. So in chiropractic, that's a type of scheduling where you see where you book a lot of patients at the same time, and there's different tiers. So the first tier is called double booking, to where you schedule 2 or more patients in the same slot. It could be 2 to 8 across the same time slot during the prime time adjusting. And then the second tier will be wave schedule, where they see patients scheduled at the top of the hour, and they assume that somebody's going to be late, so the patients are seen in the order that they come in. So, and then the third tier is called modified wave, where they see a patient every 15 minutes. So like I was saying, there's a preference to these different business models that the chiropractor can set up, right? That's what he's referring to.
And it was just, I remember one time one of my clients went to one of these people,
The whack 'em and crack 'em
and I
factory.
saw it, and I'm like, oh, this is just an adjustment factory, and the dude's charging everybody here.
I've been the
$100 an hour.
one like that where it's like they break up the appointments like 8 minutes apart for the entire hour. So you know this person's getting in 8 people in every hour.
Well,
or two.
you also have to place a little bit of
And what's wrong with that? That's their business model. Let them do it. I'm sensing a little haterade.
guilt back on the consumer coming in, because the expectation for them is that they're going to feel good and be relieved in that instant moment, and then walk out and go about their day. But it just doesn't stop there. Like, you have to look for somebody that actually is going to give you a plan and get to the root of the issue and give you something of substance.
Well, this is why it's so deceiving. I mean, that was why it was so hard as a trainer to explain this to clients that had chiropractors. Many times I get a client, they've had a chiropractor for 3 years and they love him or her.
But I feel good.
Yeah, exactly.
When they adjust,
because they go do it, and it doesn't even matter. You can sit there and explain everything you just talked about right now, and it's like in one ear out the other, because I feel better every time I do it. So, and the truth is, it's the adjusting part is not the bad part. It's just they need to complement that with exercises and stretches to go along.
There's another one. Stop there. They need to. They don't have to. I'm sorry. They don't. They can, and a lot of them do, but they don't have to, because that's how powerful chiropractic alone is. Not to say other things included with it isn't, because I do agree to a certain point. But if they only want to adjust, then that's totally fine. It's their business model that they run, and it's part of their own practice philosophy. Nothing wrong with that. And also, why is he pushing all this the training and stretching on the chiropractor? Isn't he a personal trainer? Isn't that part of his job too? Isn't that his main job? I wouldn't send a chiropractic patient to a personal trainer to get adjusted. So let's continue.
With it, and honestly, this is my opinion, because maybe some chiropractors have different, but I like a chiropractor who doesn't even put you on a table and adjust you for the first few sessions. The first few sessions,
they're doing assessments.
Exactly. Just that's how I feel like a trainer is. If a trainer gets you and it's day one, he just met you and he's out kicking your ass on the floor right away, he's a fucking terrible trainer. For me, the first at least 3 to 4 sessions is feeling my client out. Watching them move, watching them squat, watching them lift a leg, watching them get up off the ground, asking them questions, assessing their diet. All these things factor in when I'm designing a program for them that's going to get them not only their results, but also serve them long term.
that's another one. Okay, the day 1, day 2. A lot of people don't have time and are in pain. They want to be seen day 1. They want to get adjusted day 1. You know, a lot of chiropractic offices do day 1, day 2, day 3, but a lot of them also adjust the patients on day 1, you know, because a lot of patients, like I said, they don't have the time and the patience to deal with their pain. They're ready to get adjusted. And a lot of different practices set up their business for day 1 adjusting, and there's nothing wrong with that. If that's how they want to do it. Like I said, there is day 1, day 2, day 3 as well, where they may not get adjusted until day 3, which is fine as well. But that's where I think the difference is between chiropractic and personal training, to where you may need a day 1, day 2, day 3 with your client to fill them out. But even with training, it depends on that client. It's not one size fits all for that either. So yeah, I think it's a little one-sided, like I said. So let's continue.
A good chiropractor should do the same thing.
Yep.
All right, so that was the first video. Like I said, I was sensing a little biasness and a little hateration, but they made good points, but not solid enough for me. So let's go and see what the chiropractor has to say. All right. Now let's see what Dr. Luke from Pain and Wellness Group has to say.
Hey guys, Dr. Luke here. Actually, just thought I'd pull the car over right now. I'm really feeling fired up right now. We've had some negative comments and posts about some of our videos we're posting about getting people healthy. What I want to say is, it makes me so sad and disappointed. There's so many people out there that don't believe the potential they have lying inside of them. We're not selling anything. We're selling health. We're showing people how to get healthy and stay healthy. When we
see, they said we're not selling anything. We're selling people how to get healthy, stay healthy. Let's go.
When we're helping people lose weight, get fit, feel better, think better, that's all lying inside of you. It's there. We're not going to get philosophical here, but we were created to be healthy. We're a self-healing machine. We just need to know how to feed that machine, how to make that machine work better. What we're teaching our people in our Eat Well, Move Well, Think Well series, posting about getting people healthy. We just need to know how to feed that machine, how to make that machine work better. What we're teaching our people in our Eat Well, Move Well, Think Well series.
And see, that's an example of the other side where he's obviously a chiropractor that does more than adjustments. He's explaining his patient education process and getting his patients to understand what they need to be doing outside of the chiropractic office, besides coming to get adjusted, and that's that's going on a lot within chiropractic and outside in other spaces where the client or the patient expects us to fix them, right? But they have to realize that it's more than just coming to get checked or adjusted or treated or what have you. It's about them taking accountability for what they do outside as well. And he's right on the money.
What we're teaching people when they come into the office is what to eat. The food you're eating right now is depressing your hormones. It's making cortisol go up. Cortisol is eats away your muscle, gives you makes you hungry. You can tell I'm fired up right now. I just feel it's something that I need to share. But
Yeah, he's getting into the nutrition part of it as well, and yeah, we learn a lot more in chiropractic school than people think. We learn probably 90% other things, 10% chiropractic, to be honest, because we have to pass our national board exams, which is heavily has a lot of medical jargon and topics included, as far as biochemistry, pathology. We learn about a whole plethora of everything that medical students learn besides how to do surgery and pharmaceuticals. We learn all the basics as well, and we actually have more nutrition hours than medical students. A lot of people don't know that. So yeah, he's right on the money, like I was saying.
But the way we teach you to work out, the way we teach you to eat, it's causing your testosterone levels to go up, your growth hormone levels to go up, and those are your muscle building, your toning hormones. Some of you are working out every day. I see people come in all the time. They're working out, they can't lose weight, they just feel fatigued and tired. And what we're teaching people is the way you're working out is wrong. Some of you are actually working out and causing cortisol to go up. Okay, so you're actually making it worse. So I just felt like I wanted to share this. That's why we're called the Pain and Wellness Group. A lot of people are in pain. They can't work out. We get people out of pain. They feel better. They're positive. And now we teach them how to achieve wellness. So if you're one of those people that you...
And that's not easy to do. To intentionally have those patient education workshops and making and designing programs around their adjustments. Like I said, that office is a business model within chiropractic that offers those services, and like I said, there's nothing wrong with that. Whether they do a style chiropractic where they offer more or they just adjust, but even if they do only adjust, a lot of those offices too are doing what he's doing, patient education. Even if they aren't doing a lot of those services in office, we're still giving those patient education workshops and during their visits as well, always reiterating being proactive about their health outside the office, like I was saying. So, yeah, good job.
Think we're selling snake oil. We're not selling anything. Come to our workshops. Come to our dinner. Get the information. It's free. We want to help people realize you can be healthy. You can be healthy without having to buy all this stuff. Okay, so I'm going to head to the gym now, do my workout, and have a great weekend, guys.
Yes, sir. So yeah, guys, so that's what I was saying. So going back to the original question, should chiropractors only adjust? It's up to you as a patient, and it's up to you as a chiropractor, like I was saying, to decide whether you want to offer more than just adjusting, and as a patient to seek out the better preference for your health and your chiropractic provider, and getting those results that you are expecting to get and needing. I just wanted to start it off with that. I thought that was very interesting. Props to Mind Pump Group and Pain and Wellness Group as well. So that was the first video. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I'm out.